So today we're going to pull 3 piles and we're going to be looking at what is the universe bringing in the month of June. What is the universe bringing in the month of June? All right, we're going to pull 3 from this deck today. Wow, there's one already. That's 1. That'll be 2. And we'll make this one number 3. And remember, like I always say, if you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. I understand. And yes, I will be adding crystals to these here in just a minute. So let's see what we have. Here we have house, relocation, home. Interesting. Next we have flowers, romance, and sweetness. And lastly, we have bear with strength and resourceful. So take a look at these cards, see which one you're most drawn to. This will be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and add crystals to each one of these if you'd like to choose a pile with a crystal rather than if you're having difficulty on deciding which pile. I'm going to add crystals to help you out. For the house, I have the purple labradorite. And you're not going to be able to see the purple in this. I don't think. It's very hard to see. Yes, I forgot to take the price tag off the bottom. Let me take that off now. And pray I don't break a fingernail on it. Sorry about this. It doesn't want to cooperate and come off. They don't all have price tags, I promise. I apologize for this little... The glue doesn't want to come off. There we go. Almost there. Maybe this side will be better at showing the purple. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Of course, they put that price tag on the side that has the purple part on it. There we go. So for the house, we have the purple labradorite. For the flowers, we have blue cat's eye. And for the bear, we have smoky quartz. This is a piece I've had for a while. Just never brought it out. So while I'm gathering these oracle cards, putting the piles together, you can look at these and see which ones you're drawn to. So let me start with this pile. All right, here we have 1, 2, and 3. And we'll pull one from this deck. Yes, this is a new deck. I don't remember the name of it. All my decks are listed in the description box underneath the video. And this will be one of the last 3 I added because I've bought 2 other decks that I haven't used yet. They just came, actually these just came in today, along with the other 2 decks that I have. All right, here's one. I'm going to take that one and that one. And now we're going to pick one from this deck. One, yeah. Yep, one. Now I'm going to add the tarot cards. Those 2. Those 2. That one. And let's go with this one. And I'll try not to forget all 3 piles with this deck this time like I did last time. That one and that one. And now one last deck. That one. All right. Now we got our piles. All right, I'm going to give you a second to look at these. See which pile you're drawn to the most. And as I've said before, you can be drawn to more than one pile. You can be drawn to all 3 piles. And that's perfectly okay. All right. So we're going to start with pile number 1. We have house, relocation, and home. And our question we're looking at is, what is the universe bringing us in June? So is perhaps somebody buying a new house and maybe relocating? Let's find out. All right. Here we have the Iris and Messenger. freedom. Interesting. Success. Wow, pile number 1. This sounds like maybe somebody was a messenger, or perhaps you received a message about relocating. Perhaps you've been wanting to relocate to gain your freedom from something, and it's going to be successful. Let's look at the tarot deck, tarot cards. We have the Chariot in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse. We have the 9 of Cups upright, the 10 of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Swords in reverse. What do we see here? The Chariot in reverse. This is a loss of control. A loss of control here. When the Chariot's in reverse, that's a loss of control. The 8 of Cups. That's the 8 of Cups, right? The 8 of Cups in reverse is losing focus on others you may be connected to. But here we have letting go of thoughts that have been stressing you out. Now, perhaps for some of you, relocation to a new house is a wish fulfilled. But with that wish fulfillment, you lose all your connections. Well, think about it. If you're relocating, and that's what it says on here, right? Yes, relocation. If you're relocating to a different whole new area, you're not going to be surrounded by the people that you were surrounded with before you relocated. So there's going to be communication, perhaps. There will be a lack of communication here because you're no longer with these people. You're going to have to make new friends. Especially if you relocate any type of distance away from your old friends here, or your connections. I'm going to say connections because some of these could be family that you're leaving behind. But I feel like some of you are wishing for a relocation to a new home. Perhaps you feel like you're gaining freedom from something. Perhaps there was some here. Perhaps there was some of your connections were speaking badly. And now you're gaining your freedom from them. I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying some of them may have been saying things that were hurtful that you are having to let go of. Because I feel like for some of you, this is a wish fulfillment. But somebody, I feel like there's somebody special that came in and was a messenger that brought you this information. I feel like there was a messenger that came in to let you know that you were going to be relocating and getting a new home. You're going to gain your freedom from connections that were not loyal, were not nice. This relocation is going to be a success. I see a success here. Now, I really can't tell what kind of bird this is. It's really difficult to tell. But we do know that seagulls are considered messengers. And perhaps the universe sent this messenger to let you know you'd be relocating, gaining your freedom successfully. I feel like this is a wish fulfilled by somebody, for somebody. I feel like somebody was wishing this would happen, and this wish is being fulfilled. That's exciting news there, pile number one, if indeed you are relocating. The purple labradorite is good for healing energy, awakening, and awareness. Awakening and receiving the message. All right, pile number one. Now we're going to move on to pile number two. Where we have flower, romance, and sweetness. Once again, we're looking at what is the universe bringing us for June. Well, looks like maybe some romance. Perhaps some romance. We have delight. And we have sweetness. And pink, look at the pink here and the pink here. for the flowers. And there is sweetness right there. Sweetness is right there on this card, and it's right there. So for some of you, perhaps it's romance. Now, this could be, you could already be in a relationship, and maybe this is just spicing it up a little bit. Maybe you've been working hard and you need to relax and spice it up a little with some flowers, some sweetness. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. The Fool card. The Emperor. And the Moon in reverse. So what the universe bringing us for June? Well, if we look at this, our main card is saying romance and sweetness. Perhaps somebody is going to bring us flowers. Well, flowers in today's economy are not cheap. I feel like somebody has had to leave down their guard. Somebody had to let their guard down here to allow themselves this romance, a leap of faith. Perhaps it's a new romance for some, and perhaps it's rekindling a romance for others. And perhaps somebody is going to take control in making sure they deliver on this romance with the flowers and the sweetness. For some, however, perhaps somebody, this is not going to apply for everybody, but because I have the Moon card in reverse here, this tells me that for some, somebody has not been honest, and perhaps they feel like presenting flowers and sweetness may get them back in your good graces. You just have to decide whether you want to take that leap of faith or not. For the ones that are rekindling because they've been so busy working, they're taking time to relax and delight in this relaxation. But perhaps for others, you might be dealing with somebody that's been dishonest and they're trying to sweeten you up by presenting you flowers and romance and sweetness to get back into your good graces. You have to make that decision. Especially if this person has been dishonest. If they have a history of being dishonest, you have to decide. But I feel like most of this is about rekindling, because we get so busy in our day-to-day life that may not we may need to put that spark back in, because we've been so busy trying to keep things afloat within the household. So what I'm seeing here is one of two scenarios. Somebody is wanting to take a break and relax from day-to-day life to rekindle what they've had from the beginning. And for others, it may be about whether you want to take a leap of faith on somebody that has been dishonest, perhaps in the past. Have they changed their ways? Have they changed their ways? But we have sweetness here twice. I see sweetness here twice. Now, cat's eye. Energy. If this is a person that's dishonest, the cat's eye dispels that negative energy. Okay, pile number 2. It looks like perhaps you're going to either rekindle your current relationship, or perhaps somebody's coming in from the past that has been dishonest in the past. And you have to decide whether you're going to take that leap of faith or not. All right, we're going to move on to pile number 3. Sorry, guys, if this one's a little bit short today. I am dealing with what I feel is a allergy related headache. In any case, moving on. Pile number 3, what to expect. What is the universe bringing in June? Here we have the bear with strength and resourceful, with the beautiful smoky quartz. Passion flower, uniqueness. Inner peace. isolation. Now, let's look at your tarot cards here. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Seven of Swords upright. Give me 1 second. I got to cover this one. We have the Judgment card. Sorry, I have to cover that. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. So, what is the universe bringing for June? Strength. Perhaps there's some sort of uniqueness in your strength, or perhaps there's some sort of uniqueness in your ability to be resourceful. It looks like you're going to gain inner peace, but you may have to go into isolation in order to gain that inner peace. And this sort of matches that. So we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is about taking a step back. Taking a step back because you're dealing with somebody that may be shady in what they're saying. They might even have shady ideas. Excuse me. The Judgment card tells me that perhaps you're awakening. There's a change coming. There's some sort of a change. You're awakening to this shadiness. Perhaps you're gaining freedom from that shadiness and that the sly communication that you're dealing with. Perhaps because of this, you're gaining freedom from this person or persons. Could be more than one. You take a step back, you see that they're being shady. So you're going to change when it comes to them. You've been awakened. You heard the message. However, something you were dreaming about, starting something new, you're not able to do that just yet because you have to protect your heart. And you do that by putting up a wall in front of you. And you take action to get away. You're taking action to get away from any disagreements or any conflicts here. So you gain strength. Perhaps your strength is unique. In order to gain inner peace, you have to take action and get away from these people. Whoever this is that's shady when it comes to communication. In order to gain inner peace, you have to isolate yourself. You have to get away from them. They're trying to have a conflict. You put up a barrier here to isolate yourself from this communication so that you could have inner peace. So, pile number 3, what I'm seeing here is you're gaining the strength. You're using the resources, perhaps even some unique resources that others may never have thought of, to take a step back from somebody that's being shady. You're freeing yourself from them. And when you free yourself from them, it's creating a challenge because you're having to isolate in order to have inner peace until the conflict is behind you. Because this person is going to get into a conflict because they are being shady. It's shady communications, shady thoughts. This dream you had, you may have been passionate about it. But right now, it's a challenge because you have to isolate yourself to avoid a conflict with this person. Or if it's more than one person. And you're doing that, the reason you're going to isolate is for your own inner peace. It's for your own inner peace. But you have to be strong because this person is shady. They're sly. I would say this person easily manipulates others. But I feel like you've heard the message about this person and you're changing. The change is that you're getting away from that person. You've got the strength and the resources, but you have to go into isolation temporarily for some inner peace because they're working up to a conflict here. They're working up to a conflict. All right. Smoky quartz. Beautiful smoky quartz. Relieves stress and it protects you. So if you were feeling stressed out here, this will help relieve stress. Because I know dealing with people that like to manipulate you can be stressful. And getting away from them can be even more stressful. So pile number 3, I wish you luck on your journey. I send much love and many blessings to everybody. As always, I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.